First of all, there is no way possible I'm going to feel bad about some billionaires who got us in this in the first place. In case y'all don't understand what I'm talking about, inflation is based on supply and demand and where we are with our interest rate and gross domestic product. Okay, so it's safe to say billionaires are in control of all that we spend and damn near all the ways that we make our money. We make our money based on the economy, quote unquote, that they provide for us, if you want to look at it from that angle. But they don't have empathy. They are chasing record profits day in and day out. And I'm sorry, I'm exhausted with, we just spent $100 billion for Ukraine. Now we're going to spend another $40-50 million to rescue these people, but there's not $1 million being given out to like families that are struggling to pay the electric bills, to pay the car notes, and everything is going up. But the poorest of people who are trying to make it, they get nothing. Like they don't even give out government assistance. They want to cut back on that. But they feel like it's cool to go help these billionaires out. And the only reason that I have such a nonchalant attitude about it is because haven't they left us underwater to drown for like a really long time? We look crazy trying to sympathize for some people that don't give a damn about us. Not even a little bit. And I can't say it's karma. I don't know these people. But I can say that it is utter stupidity to want to go where other people have died underwater. For what reason? To say you did it. To who? None of the poor people are going to care that you did it. Like, Jeff Bezos isn't going to come back and get a whole lot of love and respect because he went to space. People are going to be looking at him like, can you help? Is there some type of assistance that you could provide besides this overall need to conquer everything and everyone that you come in contact with? That's what I'm more so focused on. I could care less about why are people, I want to know, why are people like thrill seeking, and then how is there even an option for rich people to buy something like that? It's corporate greed tenfold, because the company that sold them the tickets is just as greedy as the people who's been sitting on billions of dollars and decided they want to spend $250,000 to travel to the bottom of the ocean. I mean, that's wasteful spending. There was a lot that they could have done. I mean, did any of these CEOs ever get the idea of, oh man, I got a couple extra million, why don't I raise wages? Why don't they get that idea? Because I'm going to tell you why. Because if you go and you study business, you even get an associate's degree in business, you will see that there's like 10 principles of business. And everything, one of the principles is that people work based off of incentives. And then you got to look at the risk reward system. So they literally are convincing themselves that it's better for them to hoard the money and chase record profits than it is to care for people. You lose the humanity when you become a successful business owner to a certain degree. And 5% of the wealthiest businessmen are psychotic. Psychotic literally. Like, you got to think, how does a corporation even feel comfortable going overseas and putting these people into these different camps, making them do all this work just so you can get lower prices on your tennis shoes? How do they do that? How do they even feel comfortable with themselves, knowing that they're going to cheat these people just so they can cheat you too to get the most money? That's some of the people who's at the bottom of the ocean in that submersible right now. Along with, I think a Saudi Arabian prince is down there. I don't know about that one, but from what I was reading, it looked like it's a oil baron that's down there too. Now I hope that's not the case, because if there's an oil baron down there and he dies, OPEC and all the other organizations are going to use that as an excuse to raise the price of gas again. It's just a dead guy. You've raised the price because of a war that you're funding. You raised the price because of the crisis you could have averted. All of these things that we depend on the government for, they don't do. They just have a bill for us later. They don't help us. They just have a bill for us. And it's really because of a lot of these billionaires that are running the economy. So in conclusion, if Brian Suckass's son don't give a damn about him while he's at the bottom of the ocean, if his son can go and live his life and go to concerts and have a great time while his father's at the bottom of the ocean fighting for life, that doesn't sound like a great person to me. I would stop everything I was doing if my dad was at the bottom of the fuck. I wouldn't be on TikTok taking pictures. I wouldn't be out here bragging, talking crazy, trying to go on tours, swim with the dolphins. I definitely wouldn't do that. I bet you Brian's son, after Brian dies underwater, I bet you his son goes and swims with the dolphins. Because that's what them rich people love to do. They love to swim with the dolphins. I bet you his dumb ass is going to go right in the ocean and swim with the dolphins and make a TikTok about it. His dad dead from the fucking killer whales, but he going to go swim with one. That's what rich people are going to do. Instead of because the lack of compassion had me wondering, well, how great was the guy? Was the guy that great to begin with when his own son don't even care? His son's like, I'm sorry, my dad's dying at the bottom of the ocean, but I can't let these Blink 182 tickets go to waste. The audacity. Blink 182's been around for 30 fucking years. You've heard every song. You didn't have to skip concern for your father. And if I would have done some selfish stuff like that, the least I would have done is not post it online. I don't know if the father's an asshole or the son's an asshole or the whole billionaire culture just needs to be eaten. But I'm guessing that as long as we let these rich people run around and do whatever they want, eventually you ain't gonna be around no more. It's just gonna be them. So you keep letting them do what they want. They will find a way to punish you for their stupidity. It doesn't just stop at them being at the bottom of the ocean. That's nothing. Because after all these casualties, after all these CEO techs getting killed in parks and everything else, their best solution is going to be to monitor and secure and watch you even more online. There's going to be so much surveillance on your spending habits and your personal activities. You will become more and more restricted every day because of the mistakes of these rich people. But you won't be enriched by the benefits of these rich people.